Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back for some more Forza Horizon 3. Today I'm sharing with you the Forzathon exclusive 1989 Porsche 944 Turbo, and for anyone who's kind of getting tired of seeing Porsches coming through these Forzathon events, at least this is a unique one. It's something different, something unlike all of the other Porsches that we have been getting in the game so far, and it is at the bottom of the B class. It is rear-wheel drive, but the thing is this has a front motor placement, which is very unique because most of the Porsches, nowadays at least, have a rear motor placement, so that is one major difference, but it doesn't stop there. Obviously the looks of this thing are completely different as well. Now, I generally do not like the look of the pop-up headlights, but for some reason with this car it actually goes, and it looks good with the car, and overall the look of this thing is very nice. I really like it, and the motor is really cool as well. It sounds really good. You can certainly hear the blow-off valve, and this is a turbocharged motor, so you do hear that turbo scream when you're driving and racing, so that is always one thing that is really cool. So overall the looks and sounds of this car are really good. The only thing I don't like is the wheels, so when I do go to upgrade this thing I probably will change the wheels, but the interior also looks really good, especially considering that this is a 1989. But in terms of performance, this car is actually a ton of fun, even though it's only at the bottom of the B class. So the first thing is the launch, and the launch is really good. You have full grip pretty much halfway through first gear, which is absolutely fantastic, especially considering that you do not even have street tire compound on this car stock. This is literally the worst tire compound possible, but the car's grip is ridiculously good, and it's good going around turns as well. So overall the grip is awesome on this car, and that's one thing that I love, and for that reason I think this will be another really good B or A class car. I've been looking for some lower class cars, and here might be another really good one, so I can't wait to work on a tune for this thing. But to go along with that really good grip, this car also turns well. It has good handling overall. The cornering ability is pretty good, and the only negative about the handling characteristics is the car does have a pretty good amount of body roll, so when you go to turn, especially at higher speeds, you maintain your grip, but you lose a lot of acceleration because the car is kind of swaying. So anti-roller sway bars will definitely help, and I think race springs and also wider tires will really help the car as well when it comes to maintaining that acceleration going around turns, and that's really the main weakness of the car. I'd say also the braking isn't amazing, it's just okay, but the acceleration is pretty good for a B class car, especially considering we're pretty low down in the B class. The acceleration did feel good, and the car tops out at about 160, which is very good for a B class car, and the shifting is awesome as well. I love the gear ratios on this car. They're absolutely perfect in my opinion, and if you upgrade the car and make it too fast, the gears will probably be too short. But like I said, I plan on keeping this car in either the B class, because there is a lot of room to work with in the B class, or maybe the A class if I want to go a little bit further and think the car's grip will be maintained. But I'm kind of thinking B class, and overall I really like this car. It's a ton of fun to drive. Such a tiny little car. It makes about 250 horsepower and torque, which is pretty good for a B class car, and the other thing is it only weighs just over 3,000 pounds, which I guess that's about average, but I'm very surprised at how good the grip is on this thing considering that it has a front motor placement, because usually that good grip comes from having the motor in the back because it helps to pin down those tires. But overall I love this thing, so I really would like to know what other people think about this thing. I think it looks good, it sounds good, and it's just so much fun to drive. So if you do miss it from the Forzathon event that's going on as I'm making this video, I highly do recommend that you do get this thing. And the problem is though, when I just looked in the auction house a little bit before making this video, there was only a few in the auction house, and it was all Legend and Elite painters that had them, and they were going for over 10 million, so you are going to need some money if you do miss this thing. But I think it's a very fun car, and if you do have the money and you wanted to get this car, you really should, because it is a ton of fun to drive. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think of this 944 Turbo, but have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Peace out.
turn right.